Hello friends, in this tutorial of Photoshop I'll be showing you how to blur the background of an image. I found people asking me that how I should blur my background. I want DSLR look in my mobile phone's photo, so I thought I would prepare a tutorial over it. So the fundamental thing to blur the background is first select your subject. After selecting your subject, blur the rest part of the image. This is the basics of blurring the background. So you should keep in mind few things while blurring the background. There should not be any sharp edges of blur. If there is any sharp edge or if there is an abrupt change in the amount of blur, the photo won't look natural. So the amount of blur should be natural. It should look natural. So the first thing I will be doing in this image is to select my subject. You can use any selection tool to select your image. I'll be using quick selection tool. I'm selecting my subject. Now my subject is completely selected. After selecting my subject, the next thing that I should do is make the background, the overall background. I mean the image portion behind me should also be constructed. How it should be constructed? So first I will make a copy of this selection. Layer via copy. Now I will select this part. This is selected. Go to the background layer in the layers panel, then go to edit, fill, and there you will find content aware. Click OK. So what Photoshop is doing now, it is constructing the parts of the image which is behind me. It is automatically doing this. So if I will hide the men, you will find the background is constructed. See, it's not good, I know, but Photoshop tries its best to construct the background. Now what I will do is blur the background. Now go to filter, blur gallery, and tilt shift. The best way to do this is using tilt shift because it blurs the background in an increasing manner. The farther you will go into the image, the more you will find the amount of blur. Now on the right side, you can increase the amount of blur as you want. See, I'm getting my background blur. It's okay. You can adjust it. It's okay now. Should be put up. Now it's okay. Within a few seconds it will blur the background. So this is what I have got after blurring it using the tilt shift. Now I can do it in many ways. There are various techniques to blur the background. This was the first method in which I was using tilt shift. Now I will go back few steps back. Now I'll be using another technique, that is I'll first select my background, go to filter, there you will find blur. Inside the blur there you will find a Gaussian blur. Click over it and then increase the radius to increase the amount of blur. Here also you are getting your background blurred, but the difference is that here the whole background is blurred with the same amount. But in the previous technique using the tilt shift, amount of blur was directly proportional to the depth of the image. Farther you will go in the image, the amount of blur will increase. So There is a little bit difference in these techniques, but the main thing that you want is fulfilled, means you're getting your background blurred. Okay, now I will show you few more options of blurring the background. Just undo it by pressing Ctrl Z on the keyboard. Go to filter, and inside the blur you will find average blur, box blur, lens blur, motion blur. All of these are used for blurring. You can blur anything. Suppose I am going on a bike and I want my background to get blurred. At that time I'll be using motion blur, because when I am moving, the background should also be moving in the opposite direction. So I want that background to be blurred using motion blur. It should show the motion of the image. So it's clear from this tutorial. If you have any question, just comment below the video. Thanks for watching the video. Do subscribe to the channel and get the upcoming videos.